Good day, ma'ams and sirs, and welcome to the greatest show north of the equator. It's the Number 9 with Tommy podcast. Today, we may try to resolve the riddle of what cancel culture will burn in American history next. I bet $30 right now it's not Edward Norton in American History X. I've got an eye-opening, breathtaking hard fact that'll be numbing to America. Friday, they released a sequel to Eddie Murphy's whiteface-clad comedy, Coming to America. While he played a white man, and they put him in cosmetics to change his physical appearance and race, but the release of the sequel hasn't hit the slightest bit of friction for clearance to date. I haven't heard a word about a single Karen's distaste. What will it take? Let's ask the man we're all here to hear. Tommy fucking Washington, is cancel culture just a bunch of disgracefuls and fakes?
Yeah, it's filled with hypocrisy.
It sure is.
You know what? So I didn't read your intro. I never do.
Right.
There's two things that I showed you. One of them, the picture.
Yep.
And that feeds right in and says, maybe we'll start the show by showing that real quick.
Yep.
And the video I'm going to show you is fucking mind-blowing. And it's a skit. You know what I mean? Of two guys.
Yeah.
But it fucking hits hard. It's like the truth of what's going on today.
All right.
So, well, since we already talked about this.
I will say, I haven't watched the sequel to Coming to America yet. I don't know if the white guy's in it. He better be. Because here's the thing. I'm fine with Eddie Murphy playing whiteface. I'm fine with people playing blackface. Eddie Murphy as an old white man going, "That's beautiful. What is that velvet?" is one of the funniest fucking lines in that movie. Eddie Murphy plays an amazing old white man. Well, I have no beef with that.
But also, like, what's the movie there? Tropic Thunder, when Robert Downey Jr. plays the black guy?
Yeah, we started that last night again.
That's a great fucking movie. Or, like, hold on, back up. That's not a great movie.
It's funny. It's a funny-ass movie.
Yeah, and it's a great, like, he does a great job playing that character. It's fucking fun.
Yeah.
But back then, what was it made in, like, 2007?
It was made a long time ago, yeah.
2009? People weren't as sensitive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He didn't get any fucking hit back for that. But anyway.
But Jimmy Fallon gets blowback for doing blackface on, I think, Saturday Night Live. And that wasn't that much earlier. But Jimmy Fallon's in the spotlight. Robert Downey Jr. is not. So we'll see if they make another Iron Man, how that plays out.
Yeah, or another, because he died in the last.
Spoiler alert.
Trust me, if you haven't seen it yet, you got fucking issues with the last.
I can't deal with the Marvel movies, man.
Really?
There's so much action and not enough good story. That's why. What's the one with Ryan Reynolds? I always want to say it's Daredevil, and it's not.
No, Deadpool.
That movie's so fucking good.
It's fucking
because
hilarious.
there's comedy, there's story, there's so much to it.
But he plays in. I think he plays in one of the because he's DC Comics, isn't he?
I have no clue.
I thought he played in one of the Avenger movies. Anyway.
Emily's a big Marvel DC person. She's all Marvel, though.
I'm just a man dressed as a man playing another man. That's his quote from the movie. Facts.
Hi,
good morning, Mason.
How are you?
So this is, I saw this today when I was scrolling Facebook this morning, right before the show. This little thing here. And it says, everyone's complaining about Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben, but Cracker Jack is okay.
I think there's a little bit of jest here because Cracker Jack is a fictional character, but it's still a fucking valid point. I mean,
they're not fictional characters. These aren't people. Those were real people back in the day.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Well, so that actually leads to why we shouldn't cancel them because A, they're real history, not just like some racist propaganda, but B, their families still were profiting off of those characters, the likeness. And they have no longer are getting any profit whatsoever off of that.
These fucking people. You see? It's not real. But either way, I mean, yeah, it's outrageous. What the fuck is going on with this thing today? Oh boy.
Mason said Aunt Jemima was the first African-American female spokesperson. There you go.
Okay. Did not know that, Mason. Thank you for telling us.
Enlightened on the number 9.
Anyway, Pat, so we got some mail.
That's a milestone in Black history, but we should just erase it from the HODL. I think he means bottle.
Have you ever seen that interview with Morgan Freeman?
Where he talks about stop using the word black and white?
Well, that, and he says, he's being interviewed, and the guy asked him, like, what do you think about Black History Month? And he's like, there shouldn't be a Black History Month. We're going to consolidate our race's history to 1 month.
The shortest month of the year with a bunch of snow. Just saying. Listen, black people, just as much as other people, love to barbecue, and we gave them the snowy season. That's fucked up, man.
But at the same, like you hear a lot of white people say, well, there's no White History Month. And listen, that's not the point. The point is, why would we single out their history to 1 month of the year?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? The point isn't like...
Now, if they had a Black History Day, much like a President's Day, that I would almost be okay with. Because then we focus on it in schools, we do projects, we do reports, we learn about that section of history. So if you consolidate it down, but I'm not sure. I think now we're focusing on Black History Month for the entire month in schools, but it was forever till we got there.
Yeah, it's still like, why would you? It's like the Aunt Jemima thing, or however fucking pronounce it.
I don't understand how you can't pronounce the name of a syrup.
Jemina?
You're getting worse and further. Jemima.
Jemima.
Yeah.
Idiocracy.
Got it.
Nailed it.
Now say anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Oh, almost had it. You almost had it.
Fuck. The ism got me at the end. What is it? Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Slaughtered that one. We were good for a while.
Fuck. All right, anyway, so let's get in the mail.
Jack jumped off the boat.
Cracker Jack.
Mason, you fired up for tonight? Let's fucking go. Carissa, are you fired up for fucking tonight? Let's fucking go.
Oh, that's why Mason was like, oh, I might be able to stream this afternoon.
We've got some top heavy picks, guys. It seems to be leaning towards A, Kurt Angle is the favorite, which if it is, we riot. B, Bully Ray. Let's fucking go. The Dudley Boys have had the tag team championships in every wrestling company ever, except for AEW. Let's get Bully Ray on there. Let's get Devon on there, and let's get those fucking titles.
Are they really twins?
What?
The Dudley Boys.
I don't think they play twins in the show. They're just brothers.
Yeah, are they really brothers?
No, they are not.
Oh, okay.
Neither is Spike.
Now, do you want to know what's crazy, right?
Hold on, I was a kid. There's one more. It could be Pat McAfee. That's what they're saying. They're saying it could be Pat McAfee. And Tommy will not be there tonight to witness this. There's a part of me that hopes it is Pat McAfee because Tommy's not going to be there.
Well, I can watch it. I just won't be at your house.
I didn't bring my thing.
Well,
damn it.
You're an idiot. Yeah, I guess nobody's watching it tonight, huh?
No, I'll get it. Damn it.
What, are you going to go all the way back to your house and come back here?
Pretty much.
Why don't I just give you one?
That's fine.
But I need it back.
That's fine.
Like Wednesday.
That's fine.
Okay. Are you going to forget
it? This is all fine.
Are you going to forget it like you forgot yours?
No, I remember the shit yesterday. I had to go to RNS, and I remembered.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking little Chris told me with 1 minute left. He was like, hey, did you remember? I was like, how the fuck is that my reminder, dude?
What was it, 11:59?
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck. Fucking flying up the hill.
No, I had already left there. So I sent him a text and was like, why didn't you remind me sooner? And he was like, they close at 1. And I was like, they close at noon, bro. What are you doing, bro? He was all freaked out. He was like, oh, I could try to go get it. I was like, I'm kidding. I already left, bro.
Fuck, I was going to say something. Probably. Oh, so back to this whole race thing, right?
Wait, Carissa, which one do you feel like is lame? I assume you mean Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, we've literally been present, physically present for Kurt Angle's retirement match, and that was before the last time he retired.
If she's saying Pat McAfee's lame, Carissa will get banned too.
I mean, in fairness, he is a fucking punter.
I swear to God, I'll ban you, Carissa.
Carissa, I am anxiously awaiting.
Oh. So, Carissa, this is something new that me and my wife started at our house on
Now that I invited Tom to my house.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
I invited Tom, and he was like, I need a way out of this. Let's create this.
No. I realized since I've been doing a podcast so much, or my wife really pointed it out to me, but since we've been doing a lot with the podcast and the gaming and all that, We don't spend as much time together as a family, so Sunday nights at 6 p.m. we have family night, and we eat dinner together, and we play a game, and that's how we spend our nights. I'll throw it on the TV. We're probably gonna finish our game, crushing them, Pat, and fucking FaceTime. By the way,
I bought a game for us yesterday.
What'd you get?
I won't be here this week, but in the future. It's called Left, Right, Center.
We have that.
Fuck. Spent all that money for nothing. It was $7. I could have bought a fucking hammer.
Could have bought something here.
Damn it.
We got a new game. It's fairly quick. You might enjoy it. It's called Spot It. And what it is, we actually played it with Tom's where he goes Mondays. Every card, there's something that matches. Every single card, there's something that matches on the card, but you got to be able to spot what it is, and you grab the card. Whoever spots it first grabs the card, and then at the end of the game, whoever has the most cards wins. So it's fairly quick, but it's fun. We had a good time with it. I probably helps with hand-eye coordination or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anything that open up a new channel.
But anyway, back to the fucking Dudley boys.
Yeah.
The brothers there. When I was a kid watching wrestling, it never occurred to me that there was a chance that they weren't brothers.
Jeez.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, that's, like, you know, people always, like, back then, dude, like, you didn't think about race, like, oh, yeah, they can be brothers. Now, listen, I also had a half-black sister growing up. Maybe that's part of it.
You'd be shocked by how many people still to this day think that Kane and Undertaker are brothers. It's a remarkable number.
They're not brothers?
No.
That's fucked up. I know that Kane is
serious or not.
I know that Kane's the mayor of some city.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Nice. What a place to live.
It's actually a county.
How is he
Knoxville
mayor?
County.
Tom is truly colorblind. This is true. I don't see color or race. Unless you're Asian.
Wow.
The only reason I say it, so listen, this isn't on the podcast, but I went to the casino yesterday, right? Remember I told you I won?
Yeah.
What's my big thing, Pat? What do I play at the casino?
Roulette.
Yes. What's my numbers?
I'm going to guess 9.
No.
And the zeros.
Yes, the zeros. I do play 9. So Eric and I walk in, right? And we were going to go have lunch first before we did anything. But we had to walk by the roulette thing that I play. 5 zeros in the last 25 spins.
Wow.
And I'm talking, they were like close together.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I got to sit down. Sit down, I blow through $70 like it was fucking nothing. I'm like, fuck this. We're going to get lunch. So we go over and we get lunch. And we leave, and I'm like, I'm not going back. I'm walking around with Erica. She sits down with a slot machine. She wins $24. I was like, fucking get up. Like, fuck that. You won. That's probably the most it's going to pay out. Move on. I see this little Chinaman fucking game, right? I shouldn't say that.
Is it really what it's called?
No, it was like a bunch of, it's like an Asian cultured game.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I sit down, and I'm playing, and I hit free spins. I'm like, fuck yeah. Usually you hit free spins, you get like, you know, you get a pretty good win. So I win like $25. And I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. Because I'm doing $5 bets.
Yeah.
Or a $5 spin, you know? Like, this is fucking bullshit. 3 spins later, hit for $700.
Nice.
So I'm like, fuck yeah. So I was just over 700. I brought it down to 700. I cashed out. Gave Erica 500. I said, we'll play with the rest of the money. And that's whatever. So eventually we work our way back over to the other side and sit down at the roulette table. And I put $100 in and I lose it. And Erica has $100 in. And I'm going outside to smoke a cigarette. I said, hey, watch out real quick. And I just went
outside.
You can't smoke in the casinos anymore.
What?
Because of COVID.
What?
Yeah, they don't let you smoke in their vape, nothing.
Wow.
So I'm going outside.
Stop inviting me to the casino. That was a setup that I never could have seen coming. You piece of shit.
So I fucking go to a machine. I take the dollar chips and I just fucking pepper the board right on the backside near the 20s.
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you doing? What are you? Because it was like half her money. Like I probably bet like $50.
Okay.
And I'm fucking going ham, right? And then the fucking thing goes, like, she can't clear it. It starts going. And she's like, what the fuck? I'm like, you're not going to be upset if it hits. Fucking bam, it hits $200.
Nice.
Right? So I'm like, there you go. And I walk outside and I'm smoking a cigarette. I come back, fucking green hit. This girl, she's up like $300 or $400. Nice. I'm like, fucking nice. So I was like, give me a hundo. Throw a hundo in. We end up leaving. She was on fire yesterday, the roulette. She got up to like, I think we ended up leaving like, she had 5. I don't know. We ended up leaving with $700, right? And then we went back. She didn't want to leave, so I had to prove a point. I wasted $200 real quick, just to prove a point. But the guy next to me, dude, I wish I had the balls this guy had. He's a little. He was like.
You wish you had this guy's balls. All right.
Yes. Okay, so
go ahead.
He's an Indian guy. I see. He walks up on the right side of Erica first. He puts $100 in, $25 chips, fucking betting, loses. Puts in another 100, $25 bets, loses. $100 bill, $25 chips, loses. He leaves. Comes back with a fucking stack of hundreds. So he must have won the ATM.
That's awesome.
$300. Hits. The motherfucker was up to $3,000 at one point.
That's excellent.
And I'm like, I'm gonna start doing what you're doing. He goes, oh, I don't want you to lose, man. And I'm like, nah, man. Like, I'm about to fucking bet what you're betting on. Like, I'm not gonna bet. I wish I had the cojones to fucking do what he was doing with those $25 chips. But like, you're betting $300 a spin, dude. That's a lot of fucking money.
Yep.
To fucking, like, my heart would sink. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
But anyway, so that was our time with the casino. We ended up leaving up money. Eric was upset that we had to leave because I had to stream with Mason.
Did you ever get a taste of that guy's balls?
No.
Oh.
He said that he was cashing out when he hit $5,000. Right? And I said, well, if I stay with you and you get the $10,000, will you split it with me? And he just laughed. So I assumed that was a no.
Yeah. It was a nice offer. Very considerate of you.
Well, I'm just trying, man.
Some people have no class.
Yeah. All right, anyway, let's get mail time.
Fucking jerk.
Me or the guy?
That guy.
Yeah, me too. He was like, oh, because him and Erica hit on the same spin.
Yeah.
And she's like, ooh, I hit it. I was like, fuck that, this guy hit it. I'm fucking excited for him. And he goes, oh, you guys are funny.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Pat, there's Mike's Hard Seltzers in there?
Yeah.
Mason, if we stream later, I might dabble in one of those because...
You would.
Check it out. One of them is pineapple, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got this Malibu. What I think I'm going to do is put a couple shots on
Make yourself a carbonated pina colada?
Yeah, it's going to be delicious.
That's pretty smart.
I'm pretty pumped about it. Maybe I'll get fucking chip face in the middle of Sunday.
Maybe.
Probably.
Show up to family night drunk as fuck.
Yeah. Fuck you, kid. All right, Pat. So we only got one email in this week. And it's because I forced the guy. He was texting me about something I said on the last show. And I said, and I got a funny story that goes along with this afterwards. But so I text him. He's texting me this. And I said, you should really email this in. So he emailed it in. And it's from the one and only Griff. He said, it can't be what it is unless a situation situationally allows whatever will be to be. And none of this can take its final step without taking its first step towards calling a spade a spade. Griff.
Very well put, Griff. Very well put.
Did you get what that was about?
I did.
Because I said situations are situational?
Yes. Totally understand. You
I think
say
that's a great
it all
quote.
the time.
I think it's a great quote.
Do you?
Yes.
That quote is about as similar as me saying, you know, Tom, red is red.
Situations are situational.
Right. Red is red. Mason says, I have to go grocery shopping, so I'm not sure if I'll get on later.
This fucking guy, dude. Leave this. Go grocery shopping right now.
What the fuck?
And
this is the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen. Tom is discouraging people from being a part of the Number 9 with Tom.
I'm not saying no. Leave it on, whatever you're watching, but leave the house.
Mason has some of the funniest fucking cutscenes of this entire show.
Whatever. So this is the funny
story. We can't
story.
do this without number 3.
Yeah, whatever. Hashtag go fuck yourself.
Wow.
So that's fine. Me and Phobic Squirrel will play it later. So Mason comes. If I'm not in a chat, it will not be funny.
True story.
Oh well. Anyway, so Mason comes to work the other day with a tummy ache. I don't know what the fuck he ate the night before, but he had a tummy ache. He was complaining about it all day, and he had to go somewhere to get pepped up. So I sent him to the place where Griff works, because it's close to our work.
Sure, that makes sense.
And I told him that Griff works there.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, Griff was the one that rang him out.
Nice.
So Griff is ringing him out. Mason goes, "Thanks, Griff." And Mason tells me the story first. And he like kind of looked at me and he goes, "Mason?" And he figured it all out.
How did he know it was Mason?
Because he's seen Mason on the live stream and he recognized, or I don't think he's ever seen him on a live stream, but he recognized the voice.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Okay, so I text Ryan later that day and I go, "Hey, I heard you're more of a star than me." And he goes, and he sends me a bunch of crying face and goes, "I was like, who the fuck is this guy trying to act like he fucking knows me?" And then I realized it was Mason.
That's great.
So I thought that was pretty funny.
Mason, that sick feeling in your stomach every day when you have to go work with Tom, you kind of just get used to it. Like it becomes part of your regular morning.
I don't think that's.
Don't worry about it.
I don't think that's his problem.
Oh, Mason said it was the Miami Dolphins hat.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, there's only 2 Miami Dolphin fans in the entire state. One's Mason and one is Griff's brother. So
Griff's brother. Okay.
So anyway, so this is the video that I wanted to show you. It came in on mail time. I'm not going to mention this guy's name because he doesn't want to be named on the podcast. But I think we agreed to call him Scarface.
That is correct.
So Scarface.
Rush to the yayo.
Text me this, and I sent it over to the mail, even though I don't like doing that. But he refuses, and this was too good to pass up. Okay, I kind of forgot about it. He reminded me about it on Friday night. So here we go.
Okay. I'm reloading. When you said "here we go," was that just a joke?
I realized I didn't stop the podcast, and I had to stop it. So
Krista said she's a Dolphins fan too. That makes 3.
Oh, I'm sorry that you decided to do that.
I'm pretty sure the Dolphins are one of the most popular teams in the league.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to say top 10.
Okay. Can we get back to what we were talking about?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
I mean, there's only 32 teams.
Do you think they're top 5?
No.
There's got to be Niners, Cowboys,
I would say they're
Patriots.
Definitely...
Raiders?
Probably the Raiders.
I don't know with the move. I'm confident in the first 3.
Cowboys, Niners.
Oh, Packers.
The Packers, huge following.
It might
the Giants.
Dolphins. Dolphins got to be bigger than the Giants.
Nah, no fucking
You're
way.
in New England, bro.
Yeah, there's no way, dude. The
you
Giants.
You gotta understand that situations are situational, and you're in a situation where you hear a lot about the Giants.
I wish this was out of my good. All right, let me set the scene here.
Oh, the Colts or the Vikings? Oh, the Chiefs. Fuck.
The fucking Chiefs. The Lions have a pretty big following.
Ooh,
even though they're trash. I don't know how, but they do. All right, let me get back to this. The Seahawks. All right, so let me set the scene here before we start the video. It's 2 guys. One's wearing a shirt that says woke, and the other one says racist. Okay?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Me and Brad first met, I didn't think we'd get along, but turns out we kind of agree on everything. Your racial identity is the most important thing. Everything should be looked at through the lens of race.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. We both have a lot of opinions about people of color, even though we barely know any.
I say colored people, but as long as we're classifying them, we both think minorities are a united group who think the same and act the same.
And vote the same. You don't want to lose your black card. Sorry, I don't know. I just think we should
roll back discrimination laws so we can hire based on race again. Jinx, now you owe me a Coke. Hey, tell them what you told me yesterday.
White actors should only do voices for white cartoon characters.
I've been saying that for years. Stick to your own.
Us white people, we have so much privilege.
I agree. It is a privilege to be white. Ask him about interracial dating.
All I said is that black men who date white women have internalized racism, and white men that date ethnic women are fetishizing them.
Guys against interracial dating now. Like, am I being pranked? Did Boomer put you up to this?
Ugh, you know that taco place is white owned?
White people should be making white foods like Kraft macaroni and cheese, no seasoning, not even salt. It's like he's a mind reader. I mean, I've been pushing for segregation forever, and my man does what?
I created an improv comedy show exclusively for ethnic people.
Guy segregates comedy on my birthday.
White people need to stop wearing dreadlocks, and they need to stop appropriating black people's music.
Shaved heads and country music, the way God intended.
You know all white people are racist.
I'm listening.
Even if you have a black wife or a black friend group, you're still really racist.
You know, we just kicked a guy out of the organization for having a black girlfriend, but if you can promise me he's still really racist, we'll consider letting him back in. Black people should only shop at black businesses.
I guess the only thing we really disagree about is I think white people are the root of all evil.
But what did I tell you, though? If we can narrow that down to a certain group of tiny-hatted white people, I think we can come to an understanding.
Technically, I don't consider Jewish people white.
Neither do I.
Oh my god, that's fucking amazing.
Is it? Isn't that fucking great?
What the fuck? Those guys worked really hard on that, man.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Pretty enlightening. Oh boy, there's my shades.
Don't want to have to spend all that dollar on sunglasses.
Well, they are. That was interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was definitely worth the watch. You know what I mean?
While we were on, Phobic Scroll said, "Can Liverpool win a damn game?" I think that's a soccer reference.
Yeah, it is.
Carissa said, "Jesus," and Mason said, "Hey guys, stay woke."
Yeah, but isn't that the like pure, like, isn't that exactly what they're doing?
Well, they nailed a lot of it. I mean, obviously they did it over the top, which is, just the only way to do it, to expose the abundantly obvious flaws. But it was fucking funny.
Boys, can we wrap this up so we can get Phobic? Bad news.
7 DTD. 7 Days to Die.
Bad news. I know that you're a little bit late, but Mason said he will not be playing 7 Days to Die most likely.
Mason's a piece of shit.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, so that's all we got for mail time. We should have a new Would You Rather
Today,
coming out tomorrow.
Fucking day.
We did not send a newsletter last week, and because by the time I realized it, Pat realized it was Wednesday, and I was like, yeah, we're not doing this again. So we'll just send it out tomorrow. Sorry about not sending it last week. So anything you want to add to mail time, Pat?
Mason says he said he might not be on.
That means he's not going to be on.
Mason, what I would thoroughly appreciate is if you sign on, play for like 10 minutes and be like, all right, guys, I'm out. Have a good one. Because that would be the best way to play this. Yeah. I'm on the Would You Rather, damn it.
Yeah, it happens.
I got to tell you, the idea of topping the last one leads me to a very dark place. Every one of them involves a family member and bodily fluids. And I'm like, is that really where we want to travel to?
Supporting my boy Darby Allin is super important, and I need groceries.
So here's the thing. The guys that we're going to watch tonight on this AEW pay-per-view, we've met like half of these people. We've had conversations with half of these people.
Fuck, bro.
We watched these people perform in front of 100 people in a fucking high school gym where every movement could be heard because it was so quiet. So to see these guys on a made stage, and this is Darby Allin.
Let me just bet. How much is the pay-per-view?
For me?
For people.
$50 probably.
Listen, if you're paying $50 to watch fucking AEW when you could pay $10 a month to watch WWE.
Or you could pay $60 a month to watch both.
Why is it $60 a month?
$50 for AEW and $10 for the WWE.
Yeah, like, why would you spend the extra? They're fucking second-grade wrestlers, dude. They're all fucking has-beens. They're never worse.
No, that's actually where I was just headed with this. Darby Allin is a guy who, first off, he's younger than you. Second,
sounds like it never was.
He was doing coffin drops, which is essentially a trust fall.
Erica just buried Mason. For
100 people. I mean, a very, very dangerous move just to make wrestling great, just to entertain fans. And the, man, I can't think of their name. It starts with Party Time Players.
So here's the thing. A big thing about wrestling is the storylines, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the main thing about wrestling.
Well,
the
depends
wrestling
on who you are.
Yeah, but that's most big wrestling fans. It's about the storyline.
No, most big wrestling fans are about the wrestling.
It's about the guys fucking grappling each other?
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes
sense. Good matches.
That makes no sense to me.
I'm a nice mix. And I don't have a hatred for good guys or bad guys. I love if you play your character well. I enjoy that. If you're gonna be a good guy all the way. If you're gonna be a bad guy, be a bad guy all the way.
Can I end mail line? I'm going to end it with this. Erica said, so we had to leave the casino yesterday because you guys had a stream. You should play today. Checkmate, Mason. Checkmate. Erica was super upset that we had to leave the casino, and that's why I had to waste that $200 to show her that staying there was not going to lead to anything good.
Do you remember the story of me on the cruise ship on my honeymoon?
No.
I played blackjack for hours because that's what she wanted to do. And I was up. I believe the number was $540. And I was up. And I was just ready for bed. It's my honeymoon. I just want to go have the intercourse and go to bed. And she's like, let's find another game. And I'm like, motherfucker. Got it. So we go over to roulette. I'm like, all right, this one's pretty easy. You just pick a color, red or black. And she's like, red. 540 on red. Spin the wheel, comes up black. She's like, what happens now? I'm like, now we go to bed. Let's go. And just walked out. She was pissed.
Yeah. Well, I told, so it's funny. So I told Erica this yesterday. I said, we got $700. Now, listen, I should also mention this. The money that we went with yesterday was leftover money from the last time we went. And we had a shit ton of change and we just cashed it in and fucking said, fuck it, let's go to the casino with it. You know what I mean? So we're walking out $700. I said, listen, pick a color. On our way out, we'll put all $700 in, put it on one color. If it hits, we stay.
Yeah.
If we lose, we go home. She wasn't willing to do that. So then I said, all right, we'll take one $100 bill, do 25 on green, four spins. Now, if that hits, it's $425.
Right.
So if it hits, we stay. If it doesn't hit, we leave. So we waste 100. And I said, you want to try another 100? Put another 100 in and did the same fucking thing. Lost all $200.
Oh boy.
Yep. And that was that. And I said, okay, time to go. Mason wants to know what time he's going to be in Thornton. I guess that's up to you, Mason. You're driving.
Yeah, you think we're sending you a car? How do you think this plays out? Mason, what you could do, and I'm dealing strictly in hypotheticals, is you could Instacart from my account. I'm actually Instacarting today. You could Instacart and have your groceries delivered to my house during the pay-per-view. We'll just leave them out in the breezeway. They'll be fine. But that's up to you. But you could multitask. Instacarting, I know that like the obvious fear is like, what if they pick the wrong fruits or vegetables? They don't. They're always on point. Instacart's a fucking wonderful service. Hashtag no free ads.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
If Mason responds to what you just said, you can't read it.
All right, Mason, let's keep it super secret. Ooh.
It's not about that. It's I don't want to. You know what, man? We haven't heard from Don Lindsay in a while, or not Don Lindsay, Dip Dizzy. Which, by the way, I think from now on, when Dip Dizzy Whistle chimes in, like with an email or something, this comes from Scarface as well.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks we should do a like getting jiggy with it, no, but getting dizzy with it, no, and do a little intro song for him.
Okay.
So we got to work on that.
I'm on it.
I like it. All right, Mason, I gave you ample time to reply. We have to continue with the show now.
I don't know what that looks like. Ample time. 30 seconds? 40 seconds?
I mean, I could silence him for 300 seconds. Would that make you happier?
Don't do that. I'm going to start calling it Tommy culture.
All right, Pat. We've been talking about this for like 4 episodes now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Good news, you win.
So you talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I don't get what he means.
I didn't do it. We were talking about something off air. You didn't want to talk about it on air. He responded, Mason responded, and you read it on air. Oh, Tommy's deleting. Oh, God.
It's like he watched me turn, like he'll hit the button and waited for me to do that. I don't get it. Good news, you win.
Yeah, he's going to come and Instacart from my house. Correct?
Oh.
I have a pretty easy work schedule, so I'm going to grocery shop tomorrow after work.
Mason, you know what? I meant to ask you this the other day, too. How come you left work an hour before I did, and I passed you on fucking 84 on Friday?
Masturbation.
Wednesday.
It's really fucked up to call him out for that in front of Carissa. What if he went and banged some fucking floozy? You don't know.
Then he's a giant.
You just called your boy out.
What day was it? It wasn't Friday. It wasn't Thursday.
Yeah, really pinpoint a day for Carissa. Carissa, when you go through his phone, hold on, we'll tell you what day to go through soon. Go ahead. What if he was picking her out a secret gift? What if her birthday's around the corner and he's trying to fucking surprise her and you just ruined it? Spoiler alert from the Number 9 with Tommy podcast as usual.
All I don't understand why you're being so angry towards me.
It's weird to call him out like that.
Well, listen, if he's doing something fucked up behind Chris's back, I'm glad that I'm the one exposing it.
Wow.
Chris is a sweet, angelic woman. She doesn't deserve anything like that, and I don't believe Mason would do that to her. So
I don't believe he would either.
I mean, after I tell you my dream.
Remind you of your dream last night, you said?
What the fuck's the matter with you, bro?
Oh, it's different when somebody does it to you, though.
Totally different, dude. It's a dream, not actual facts. Anyway, hoes before bros. Oof.
Wow. Holy squirrel. Swing of the bat.
Folks, nice to have you here. It's been a while.
Birthday is November. We already had our 8-year anniversary. He wouldn't dare.
I don't get it.
She's saying there is no special event coming up, and he wouldn't dare cheat on her.
Oh. All right, you ready?
Whatever.
All right, Pat, we've been talking about this for like 3 weeks on the show about we're going to get into this. So you want to...
Yeah.
The crime statistics.
So I found an article about crime statistics. Now, my feedback, really has nothing to do with the body of the article. Now, we're going to go through the body of the article because it helps me build my case. But what's really important is the highlighted section down at the bottom, which you will see. So basically, here's some quick highlights from the article. Property crime in the U.S. is much more common than violent crime. In 2019, this is a fairly recent article. In 2019, the FBI reported a total of 2,109.9 property crimes per 100,000 people, compared to 379.4 violent crimes per 100,000 people. So property crime, I mean, you're what, 5 times more likely to endure a property crime than a violent crime. By far the most common form of property crime was larceny and theft, followed by burglary and motor vehicle theft. Among violent crimes, aggravated assault was the most common offense, followed by robbery, rape, and murder or non-negligent manslaughter. There's a chart that shows you all of those things. And then we get down to a graph that shows you all of those things, really breaking down the science for us here. It says, using the FBI data, the violent crime rate fell 49% between 93 and 2019. So this is not a short study. We're talking about, from 93 to 2019, that's what, 26 years?
Yeah.
Okay. With large decreases in the rates of robbery, 68% down, murder and non-negligent manslaughter, 47% down, and aggravated assault, 43% down. It's not possible to calculate the change in rape during this period because the FBI revised its definition of the offense in 2013. Meanwhile, the property crime rate fell 55%, with big declines in the rates of burglary, down 69%, giggity. Motor vehicle theft down 64%, and larceny and theft down 49%. Using these statistics, the declines in the violent...
You're just going to go over the fact that this is...
BJS?
BJs? Using these BJ statistics.
Using the BJS statistics, the declines in violent and property crime rates are even steeper than those reported by the FBI. Per BJS, the overall violent crime rate fell 74% between 93 and 2019, while the property crime rate fell 71%. So here's where it gets weird. You ready? While perceptions of rising crime at the national level are common, fewer Americans believe crime is up in their own communities. In all 23 Gallup surveys that have included the question since 1993, 23 surveys since 93, no more than about half of Americans have said crime is up in their area compared with the year before. This year, the gap between the share of Americans who say crime is up nationally and the share who say it's up locally, 78 versus 38, is the widest Gallup has ever recorded. So here's my take on this. It's been 26 years of following these crime statistics. And today, because of the way the media has portrayed the state that we're in, not Connecticut, the state of
Country.
America. Yeah. We think we're in a more violent society than ever. But the caveat to that is we don't think it's our community. We're going, well, I don't see any crime, right?
Yeah.
So I know crime in my area is down, but nationally it's way up. No, that's just what you see. So we have actual statistics right here that say crime nationally is way fucking down. We're talking like a little piece. In 93, they would have begged for the results we're getting today.
Oh, yeah.
And we're saying, hide your kids, hide your wife, they raping everybody, because that's what we fucking see, because everybody's crying about everything and everybody's afraid of everything. So we're going, well, thank God I don't live in one of those communities. What communities? Which communities are having all these fucking crimes? Because from what we see here, everybody's down across the board, which is fucking fascinating to me. So what nobody's concerned with is a broken legal system, a broken healthcare system, and things that have actually gotten worse. For example, the things that have gotten worse during Corona, like in-home abuse, right? Or self-harm in teenagers. None of those things are being talked about because we're still talking about how bad fucking crime is. So,
War on crime.
yeah, now we're using crime as a way to cover actual fucking crime. What a weird game that the media plays. And they're irresponsible. They're fucking irresponsible.
So it's not only the media, right? But it's also our government.
Absolutely. As far as I'm concerned, politicians are part of the media at this point. They're one and the same.
That's true. How about them passing the bill yesterday?
Yeah, fucking $1.9 trillion.
Trillion. And having spent like 3/4 of the last bill that they put through.
My statistic, and I don't know how accurate it is, but my statistic is that 9% of that goes to COVID relief.
I heard it was like 10 or so, but it's close to that.
Yeah.
Everything else is funding a fucking subway system or some shit. Like, it's just bullshit.
$300 a week or a month, I can't remember, for unemployment extension.
So listen, this is a true thing about this fucking unemployment thing. I had a guy interview for a position with my company. We offered him a reasonable rate. It's not like we lowballed him or anything like that. And he said, I'm not going to take the job because I make more on unemployment right now.
Correct.
Get the fuck out of here.
We're at a company that pays pretty damn well. I mean, we don't make peanuts.
No, I'm just like.
And I'm talking for the person who sits behind a cash register makes good money.
I mean, I'm telling you this right now. If that could, when eventually this shit's going to run out, right?
Is it?
Well,
but here's the thing. We asked the government for a solution, correct? We said we need relief for the people that don't have work. And the government said, okay, we'll extend unemployment. But that's not really what we asked for. What would be better is, how about, like, in Mississippi and Texas, are they
open?
Correct, but they're still getting this relief. This is a federal relief program. So in Mississippi and Texas, you don't have to go back to work. You can. You have all the right in the world to go back to work now. But you don't have to. You can make more money on unemployment. So you have, and us as well, March 13th, we opened some doors, right? We're back to, I think, full capacity in restaurants.
No, we're not.
Not full?
No, and our governor actually...
I know it's increased.
Our governor actually changed, like, he put some more restrictions back in place about restaurants staying open late and stuff.
Yeah, but we're allowed, man, I want to say...
I can tell you this.
At big gatherings, we're allowed 100 indoor, 200 outdoor now. Well, as of March 13th anyways.
I mean, I can tell you this. I went to my favorite restaurant ever.
Yeah.
Outback on Friday. Or I tried to go there. And I walk in. I roll up to the parking lot. And I'm super excited because it's fucking empty. So I'm like, definitely going to get a seat. Going to be able to eat and get over to play pool.
Yeah.
I walk in. Hostess is there. I'm like, just one. She goes, oh, it's about a 25-minute wait. I look around the restaurant. There's nobody fucking in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh? And she goes, yeah, it's about a 25-minute wait. Is that okay? I said, no. And I walked the fuck out the door.
But that will be resolved on March 13th. Here's my problem with that. We asked for help, and they said, okay, we're going to open things up and extend unemployment. Well, both isn't helping. Both actually creates a new problem, because now we have people who could go to work and choose not to. Oh, wait. Erica's, oh my God, so many people have chimed in and we're just going on a tangent. Mason said, I have been censored again. On Wednesday, I went to Plainville to a sporting goods store that has a name commonly used in adult manner to buy a new pair of shoes. That's great.
Eric wants to know, does it talk about how many people responded to the surveys? Just wondering that maybe in the 26 years, they just get random people that don't mind doing the survey. And the last one, which was during COVID, when there were a lot more people available to report. And then Erica said
March 19th, not 13th.
Yeah.
My bad. I always wonder about the validity of statistics when they're gathered by anybody other than myself, and I don't do a lot of statistic gathering. So, but I mean, they're fairly reputable sources, anyways. This is what we have to go on, you know.
Either way, it doesn't show the fucking crime rate's down. So,
yeah, and it shows the overall feeling is that crime rates are up. And we still have no attention to things that really fucking matter. But the government, like I said, creating kind of opposing solutions to the problem. Like, okay, we'll allow more of you to go back to work, and we'll offer you unemployment benefits for a longer period of time. Well, that doesn't fucking make sense. How about you just let them go back to work, or tell them they can't go back to work and offer them unemployment benefits? Don't do both.
Yeah,
it's extending the problem. And we had an unemployment problem in this country to begin with. It's only gotten worse.
Well, we didn't.
You say we didn't?
Not at the time of COVID. We did not. Unemployment was at the lowest it had ever been.
I'm talking about people collecting unemployment that shouldn't be.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But what I'm saying is, like, there was more people working before this fucking thing happened than ever
absolutely.
before.
So we've set ourselves back several years.
You want to do the picture now, Pat?
Sure.
I feel like we should have done this earlier because it would have made more sense earlier.
Okay.
I guess that's kind of on me. All right, so Pat sent in a picture, and I think this...
You know what? Before you show the picture, what have we covered so far? Let's go backwards. We did crime statistics. We did the two guys. One was racist. One was woke.
Yep.
To both of those things, could one solution solve both of those problems so far?
Could one solution solve both the problems?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, could the media stop pushing bad shit in it?
Well, that's a good solution. I was thinking, love your neighbor. If we all love our neighbors, the perception of violence in America will immediately fall, right? If we're all being kind to each other, then I really don't have much to worry about.
Pat, you've been really pushing this love thy neighbor.
I sure am. It's not going to stop anytime soon. You know why? Because I think it's a global solution. I think it's a solution to every fucking problem we have. Here we go. Let's talk about my favorites, the broken legal system. Love your neighbor. Stop mistreating people. Care about what happens to those people. Just love your neighbor. Broken healthcare system. If you can't afford healthcare, I'm going to go ahead and say you're being unloved. Am I wrong? Should we not care about those people who need healthcare? There's got to be a solution. I guarantee you it includes caring about other people.
Well, I'm with you on that. But it's more complex than that, right?
Sure.
Because can these people not afford health insurance because they just are lazy fucks and don't want to go to work?
Not all of them. We have a guy that works with us who our medical plan changed. And the cost of insulin was too much for him to continue working. It would have been cheaper. Get this. He would have made more money on unemployment because the cost of his insulin would have been so heavily covered by the government that it made more sense for him not to work so that he could have insulin to live than for him to work and not be able to afford his insulin. He legitimately would have had to take less insulin if he worked.
I have a comment about that, gentleman, but I'm not going to say it on the podcast.
Well, not only that, but Trump did wonders to the price of insulin as well.
Yes, so that helped him.
Right.
But I'm not saying love thy neighbor with consent.
Nice, Mason.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. There's so many issues.
I only say that because it's going to segue into the picture. The picture is the perfect example
of love. Well, I don't know. This is the perfect picture of fucking wokeness.
Well, right, and the solution is in our global solution here. Bring up the picture.
I'm ready. Mason said I'm about to be insured for the first time in a decade, and I have worked very hard in that decade.
Yeah, Mason's working less hours now than he ever has, and he can finally afford insurance. It's amazing.
So this is the picture.
So it's a comment, a tweet. Is it? I don't know.
It looks like a tweet.
Yeah, okay. So it's either a tweet or a post. It's a post of some sort, and then a response to it. So the original post is, men opening doors for women is a symbol of aggressive patriarchy. Men are saying, you may enter or leave this place, but only on my say-so. And the response, which I'm waiting for the response to be like, you stupid bitch. The response is,
no, hold
open-
on. I don't think this is a response. I believe it's a
the person commenting
continuation.
again? Okay.
Yeah, it's a continuation of what this person, because it looks
That explains why she agrees with herself.
Yes.
The response to herself is, a man opening and holding a door for a woman is him subconsciously reminding her that all men are in control of a woman's choices. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Well, I guess it's true, Pat. Chivalry?
Chivalry?
Yeah. Is dead.
I disagree. I open every fucking door for every person behind me. Men, women, adults, children, zoo animals. I don't give a fuck.
Hold the door open at the gas station. Like,
That's it. Yeah. Every
it actually bugs me when people don't do that.
Absolutely. And I will hold the door, and when people start jogging, because they're so far from the door that I've held open, I go, take your time. I've got all day. It's really not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like,
just common courtesy.
Yeah. How the fuck is me loving my neighbor going to negatively affect women? Please explain that.
Well,
So where's the line that we draw?
So
okay,
if
now
a woman holds the door open for you.
Hold on. Well, let's start optimally. It's a good-looking woman with large breasts. A good-looking, large-breasted woman
I'm listening.
is walking towards the door, and she has 2 heavy items, one in each arm. Not her breasts, like actual shopping items, right? And she's going to return them to a store. And I'm going into that store too. Should I turn, shut the door, lock the door, and let her prove how capable of a woman she is by finding her own way in this locked door? Should I not leave a brick outside the door for her to smash through the glass so she can get in and prove to me what a fucking capable woman she is? You stupid fucking douche. Or should I not open the fucking door because it's the decent thing to do, despite what she may or may not look like, despite what pronoun she uses, despite what fucking genitalia she has? Does it not just make sense to open the fucking door for the person behind you? Should I not let that woman in traffic because she has a vagina? No. This is a men-only line, ma'am. Find your own way. Carve your own path.
Pat, calm down. Is she Asian?
I think we know that Asians aren't real people, Tom.
Well, I was just going to say, in traffic, I'm not letting any of them around me.
No, that's fucked up. Asians are absolutely real people. It was a joke.
Was it?
All right, so Mason said, men opening doors for women is their way of taking a look at them cheeks, JK. Chris said some women are utterly ridiculous. Yeah. I can't wait for the fucking day, and it's coming. I guarantee it's coming. For the day that a woman tries to put me in my place because I open the fucking door for them. I cannot fucking wait for that day. I'm going to catch a charge. It's going to happen.
Just record it, bro, so we have content for the show.
You'll see it live on the Number 9 with Tommy Facebook, because I will go Facebook Live while I freak the fuck out for being just, I don't know,
decent human.
For her attempt to humiliate me for being a decent human being. I will not stop opening doors. I don't give a fuck who you are. We know that women from the scenario isn't Asian. I'm curious how we know that, Mason.
I was making a joke about the driving thing that he said, Mason.
He said she was large-breasted. Oh, God. How did Asians become a topic of, like, just abuse on this show? We got to stop going on the Asians. Trisha Takanawa, we love you. What?
What did you say?
That's the Asian reporter from Family Guy, Trisha Takanawa. No, I have nothing against Asians. Tom has nothing against Asians. Mason obviously hates Asians, but that's beside the point.
Yes. That's why he's the number 3 and not part of the
That's
Number
right.
9.
That's why we don't put him on camera. We're afraid he'll like do Asian face or something.
Well, he did look Asian in high school.
Yeah, Mason without his glasses.
Mason
He
with
has
his glasses.
certain physical characteristics.
All right.
You don't seem perturbed by this at all.
What do you mean? Like upset? Pat, I'm numb to this type of shit, dude. Does it really? Again, I've said it a million times on the show. Don't hold the door for me at my house during winter and say you have all day while I'm far away. I'll yell at you. You'll let all the heat out.
Carissa said, "How can Mason hate what he is?" That's awesome. Erica's got a good point. Maybe you don't hold the door open in a public or a private residence when the heat's on. That's fair.
My big thing is I just don't like, I live in my own little bubble, right? The things in the outside world are mind blowing to me, but I'm not going to let them affect me, right? If I was holding a door open for a lady at a gas station and she started losing her mind, to be honest with you, I'm not going to say anything. I'm like, okay, and I'm going to walk away.
I'm just slamming the fucking door in her face.
I might do that, but I'm not going to start, like, whatever. Go fuck yourself. I was trying to do something nice. I'm not going to let it ruin my day. Like, I would definitely talk.
My day. I'll feel so much better.
I'll talk about it on the show, obviously, because it'll be fucking hilarious. But, like, if there's anything I've realized over the last 6 months we've been doing the show, this shit's not worth getting upset over, because all we can do as people is continue to keep being nice people. That's our role in all of this.
But I can't bend my will to somebody who says, I want you to treat me respectfully differently. I want you to treat me equally differently.
Oh,
I can't be equal differently. It doesn't fucking make sense.
Listen, I'm with you, but that's what I'm saying. All we have to do, like, our control, and listen, I have no problem talking about it. I could see myself getting wound up about it, but at the end of the day, the only control we have over this is to do our part and be decent people.
I don't disagree. You know what I think we need to do? I'm dead ass. Mason, get ready. You're coming too. I think we need to do a survey, and I think we need to be out on the street doing a survey. I think we need pen, paper, survey. We're going to survey people on the street. We're going to record it live. We're going to go talk to people, and we're going to give them actual fucking scenarios and see if they're offended by them. And I think we should slip in a few not actual scenarios and see if they're offended by those as well.
I'm done.
I have a plan in mind. It's going to be epic. When the weather gets nice, number 9 with Tommy will hit the street.
We'll hit the street, and we will have clips for you.
Oh, there will be clips.
I'm done. Erica said,
I'm going to find Antoine Dotson.
I don't know what that is.
Yes, you do.
No.
Hide your wife, hide your kid. They raping everybody. That's Antoine Dotson.
People take things to extremes. It's stupid. Like, there's nothing else to do in the world that you can spend your time on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. Just go to the casino and waste your money.
There are people who've had their day ruined because somebody opened a door for them, or because somebody paid their check for them, or because somebody, asked them for a dance.
Yeah, they're so fucking sensitive. Everybody's so sensitive. All right, anyway, let's go.
Mason said, I'm used to working the streets, so I'm in.
Hey, well, you know what? While
Mason a low-key drug dealer?
Yeah, while we're on top of this, and we're kind of talking about this, you want to talk about this Bill Burr article that we got?
Yes, I do. I don't know what it is, but let's go.
You sent it to me.
What?
Yeah.
This whole time, I thought you were harboring this Bill Burr article to show me.
No, you
swear to God.
You sent it to me. It's about your fucking girl, bro. Here.
Oh, Gina Carano?
Yes.
Not really my girl. So the headline to the article says, she was an absolute sweetheart. Mandalorian actor defends Gina Carano.
So for those
now I gotta watch what I fucking say.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, Bill Burr was on, or he is on The Mandalorian. He's one of the characters.
But he's also a very outspoken comedian.
Yes. His special on Netflix, was it Tiger Claw or some shit like that?
If you're not familiar with Netflix, you can get that for $9.99 a month at your home.
That's not that. You have no idea what it fucking costs because I pay for yours.
I don't know how you pay for it if you call it Netflix. Yeah. I don't have Netflix on my TV.
You're a fucking cocksucker.
That's fair.
All right, so this is the article, but you can't
perfect.
read
Way
that.
to shrink that down.
Yeah, never mind.
Do I have this in the email?
I had to go find it, so you're not going to be able to find it. All right, look, we'll just put it right here. All right, so basically, speaking on his podcast, comedian Bill Burr, who's playing Miggs Mayfield on the Disney Plus show The Mandalorian, defended Mandalorian star Gina Carano after the actress was fired by the company allegedly for her social media posts. On Burr's podcast, All Things Comedy, where he was joined by guest Joe DeRosa, Bill stated, "I'm on that fucking show. Now I gotta watch what I fucking say."
Yeah. Here's the thing. Up ahead. It said in the article. Scroll up. Keep scrolling. Right there. Gina Carano, after the actress was fired by the company allegedly for her social media posts. I want to clarify. They were reposts. It wasn't even an independent thought. She reposted what somebody else said. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's real nice. DeRosa on the stage of Burr's comments by offering him summation of what preceded Carano's firing, saying, "I was saying it the other day about Gina Carano. It looks like you can say her tweet was stupid or clumsy or whatever, but the reaction to it to me was so crazy that I was just like, guys, this is going to be a thing you look back on." He continued, "I just don't get this place where there's no room for discussion."
That prompted Burr to respond, "I'm on that fucking show. Now I gotta watch what the fuck I say." DeRosa commented, "They canceled her action figure. That's how deep cancel culture is. They canceled her action figure. It's like, let the action figure come out." When co-host Bert Kreischer asked Burr if Carano had discussed her conservative viewpoint with Burr on the show, Burr answered, "No, she was an absolute sweetheart. Super fucking nice person. And you know, whatever. And somehow someone will take this video and they'll fucking make me say something else and, you know, try to get rid of me and my bald action figure." That's fantastic. Burr, best known for the character of Patrick Cuby in the Emmy Award-winning series Breaking Bad, as well as creating and starring in the Netflix animated sitcom F is for Family, added, "It's fucking crazy time. There's people just waiting, just lying in the weeds." Yeah, that's what it feels like. The Daily Wire is helping make one of my dreams come true, to develop and produce my own film come out. I cried out and my prayer was answered, Carano said in a statement, adding, "I am sending out a direct message of hope to everyone living in fear of cancellation by the totalitarian mob. I have only just begun using my voice, which is now freer than ever before, and I hope it inspires others to do the same. They can't cancel us if we don't let them." Absolutely agreed. Hey, you know who's not getting rid of the 6 Dr. Seuss books?
Who?
The New York Library.
Really?
The New York Library will not stop renting out the 6 Dr. Seuss books.
I'm actually surprised by that.
Well, the point is, you can't be canceled if people don't cancel you. It's kind of simple math.
Phobic said dope show. I'm not sure which show he's talking about. If he means Number 9 with Tommy podcast show.
Or F is Family.
Yeah, F is Family. I heard that's funny. Bill Burr is by far one of my favorite comedians. That and Bert Kreischer. Just because them and Tom Segura, like the three of those guys, they're not afraid of this. Like, they just say it the way it is. Even Dave Chappelle, they just say it the way it is, man, through the fucking eyes of a human being, and how crazy this fucking world is.
I can't believe.
If you go back and watch some of fucking Bill Burr's early stand-up,
yeah,
he makes a lot of fucking comments about beating women.
Yeah,
like, and obviously they're in a joking manner.
Yeah,
but like, I'm surprised. Like, nobody's tried to come after him and canceling him for saying that shit as a joke.
Right. Well, and again, we have like entire cultures that make jokes about these things that we don't cancel. In battle rap, Pat Stay has a line, I'm going to slaughter the line, but he says something along the lines of, he's talking about his opponent, and he's like, she never told me that he hits her, but she always tried to let me know subliminally. I was always like, what happened to your eye? And she's like, beats the shit out of me. Like, the things are said in jest.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, but so was Jimmy Fallon's blackface sketch. It wasn't said like Jimmy Fallon was not getting painted in makeup like, oh man, I can't wait to fucking get at these black people.
Yeah.
That's not the intent. So why are we canceling some but not others? And that's just because you have an agenda. Like, just be open and honest. We want to cancel these people for whatever fucking reason we want. It has nothing to do with what we're actually accusing them of.
Do you want to do this Grind My Gears, Pat? This has been on here for like 3 weeks.
No, because we're already pretty far, and I desperately want to do the fun quotes. And I'm going to read these quotes. I'm going to give you a hint.
So I did read these quotes.
Okay.
And I already took a guess what the fuck they were.
You were wrong, but I'm going to read them. We're going to talk about each one.
Okay.
Okay. And when you think you have the person who said the quotes, I want you to tell me.
All right, hold on a second. Ready?
Yes. All right, Tom, the first quote. If you tell a big enough lie and tell it frequently enough, it will be believed. Now, we see this every day, but let's talk about the media. We just discussed that the media completely fools us about crime, right? We're terrified that America has become more criminal, but we've learned that it is, in fact, less. So they're saying if you use this lie, this big elaborate lie, you can get people to believe it. You just have to stick to it. All right, the next quote. When diplomacy ends...
Are all these quotes by one person?
One person. When diplomacy ends, war begins. I don't think we need to go into detail about that one. That speaks for itself. The man who has no sense of history is like a man who has no ears or eyes. Now, at the time, I think that this quote meant the opposite of how I'm going to use it. Because it's the exact same quote, but I'm going to take it the opposite way. Literally, completely opposite. I'm going to say, what if you use that as your power? What if you took away the history so that they don't have ears and eyes? Like a blind deaf person trying to battle this. They have no sense of history. They have no sense of how something could be repeated because they don't have the ears and eyes for it. Okay? This person also said, I use emotion for the many and reserve reason for the few. So he's saying, get the dumb people to follow you.
I already know who this is.
Who?
Joe Biden.
You are incorrect.
Ooh.
It's interesting that was your first guess, though.
Trump.
Interesting that was your second guess. Those are two world leaders.
Are they both wrong?
Yes. He alone who owns the youth gains the future. So this is a person who could get a young following to believe the message and then control the future. Right? Words build bridges into unexplored regions. Now, that could be interpreted a couple different ways. That could mean we should be reading more. Phobic Squirrel got it. Phobic Squirrel.
I was going to say that was my next guess. Motherfucker.
So, American society, because everybody's getting... This is what Gina Carano was canceled for. Gina Carano said that, or reposted, that there are startling similarities between Hitler and America today, between the Nazi Empire and America today. Do any of these quotes seem irrelevant today?
No, it's the same fucking shit.
Holy shit. So it's not that on the Number 9 with Tommy podcast, we just want to be upset about something. No, let's break it down and talk about it. So the next one. The receptivity of the masses is very limited. Their intelligence is small, but their power of forgetting is enormous. In consequence of these facts, all effective propaganda must be limited to a very few points and must harp on these in slogans until the last member of the public understands what you want him to understand by your slogan. The next one. To conquer a nation, first, disarm its citizens. The victor will never be asked if he told the truth. Well, holy shit. The victor will never be asked if he told the truth. When was the last time you heard something about the election?
I hear about it all the time, but it's usually when Trump's talking about it.
Sure, okay. Instruction in world history in the so-called high schools is even today in very sorry condition. Few teachers understand the study of history can never be to learn historical dates and events by heart and recite them by rote. That what matters is not whether the child knows exactly when the battle was or that it was fought, when a general was born, or when a monarch, usually a very significant one, came into the crown of his forefathers. No, by the living God, this is very unimportant. To learn history means to seek and find the forces which are the causes leading to those effects, which we subsequently perceive as historical events. So it's not about when the Revolutionary War took place. It's not about, why Rosa Parks was arrested. It's not about the thing that happened. Led to those things. What was really happening? Why did those things take place? The state must declare the child to be the most precious treasure of the people. As long as the government is perceived as working for the benefit of the children, the people will happily endure almost any curtailment of liberty and almost any deprivation. We should take guns away because it makes classrooms safer. We should stay inside. We should not send our kids to school because it makes them safer. So we should mandate across the board how everybody should be treated for the sake of protecting our children. And we follow that school right into the net.
Yeah.
Right? Catch us all. Because I'm not going to be the one who says he doesn't like kids. Like, that's fucked up. Humanitarianism is the expression of stupidity and cowardice. So, don't love your neighbor. That shows that you're stupid and scared. So, opening the door for a woman as an act of humanitarianism, it's just me being nice to another human being. Well, that's stupid, and it shows that I'm a coward.
You're weak.
Oh, yeah, I'm weak. Or, in this case, the woman is weak. The last one. The leader of genius must have the ability to make different opponents appear as if they belong to one category. We're in the most divided America we've ever been in. The leader of genius, we'll call that the media, must have the ability to make different opponents appear as if they belong to one category. So all of you are on the right, all of you are on the left. None of you are against the top. Because let's face it, we're really in a top and bottom situation. We should be going against the top. We're in the bottom. This is fucking crazy that Hitler, who people are comparing America to now, they're like, that's unfair. Cancel that person. Is it? I'm just going off of what's in front of me. These are direct quotes. And this did not take a lot to investigate. I looked up Hitler quotes. That was my search. It was like, oh, wow. This is significantly different than I thought I was going to be headed towards. Don't get me wrong. I didn't use a lot of Hitler's quotes because they're like, Jews aren't real people. Fuck the Jews. I'm like, well, no, that one we should not use. That's just Hitler being Hitler.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we use government subsidized farms, right, in America. Guess who created that?
Hitler.
There you go. Hitler's Youth was the Boy Scouts of America. Same fucking thing. Hitler wasn't a stupid person. Stupid people can't create a following like Hitler created.
No, he was a genius.
He was a horrible human being, but he was not fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And I mean, Hitler really wrote a roadmap to having people follow you down the fucking tubes. And somehow we're following it. We have that piece of history. We're like, don't talk about it, Gina. We'll cancel your ass because we know where we're fucking headed and we're okay with it.
Well, because you know what? I forgot the fucking word for it. But people, they want to be globalist. That's globalist.
Yeah.
Where we all are a part of the same, like we're all part of the same group.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And the problem with that is then there's no free market or like you're just controlled by one.
Well, unless there is a free, I mean, if we can come up with a way where there's one government, sure, but it can't be one person.
Well, no, like one government for the whole world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That doesn't work.
No, but if we could come up with a way that it worked, I'm fine with it. We're not there yet.
Well, it's not, but that's what Hitler wanted to do.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
But I also like there's a lot of good in anything that you can talk about. That's why some work and some don't, and that's why some still exist today. A dictatorship. The idea of having enough doctors is great, but you can't have a dictatorship and freedom. So the idea of not being able to choose your career, not great. So yes, I want enough doctors to serve the people. I am not willing to give up everything to ensure that it happens.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at. So yes, I want children to be safe and healthy in schools. I am not willing to give up liberty so that children don't get shot in schools. That's where we're at. And you have to make a decision. The line is fucking drawn at this point.
Well,
I will not give up freedom for anything.
Yeah.
I would sooner die than live not free.
Live free or die.
There you go.
Like,
and unfortunately, some people don't see it that way.
That's why
Mason said, "Don't forget about the micro penis."
I don't really get what that means.
I think Hitler had a micro penis. I only think that because Mason just said it. Mason, why do you know about Hitler's penis? Is that a thing? Is that commonly known?
In his past life, he wasn't Asian; he was Jewish. So, you know,
Mason.
Yeah, he met Hitler.
I see. We're going into reincarnation on the number 9 with Tommy. How do you feel about these quotes?
Very relevant. So it's funny that the original person that I guessed
was Joe Biden and then Donald Trump.
No, before that, before the show.
Oh,
I said, are
guess?
Those quotes from a Tom McDonald song?
Oh yeah, because Tom McDonald is speaking directly to this woke crowd.
Yes, that says all these things. It says pretty common knowledge. I've never heard that before in my life.
How is it common knowledge what Hitler's penis looked like?
Yeah.
Who's that common among? What crowd do you run with, bro?
What the fuck?
I want to see you outside the Capitol building with a fucking, like a protest sign that says, "Baby dicks for Hitler." What the fuck is going on right now?
Oh, man. Anyway. Yeah.
Mason said, "Make the lie big, make it simple. Keep saying it, and eventually they will believe it." Yeah, maybe that's why everybody thinks Hitler has micro penis. There you go. I like that, Mason. Good point.
All right.
Who knows? He could have been hung like a fucking monster.
He was German.
How do you know what German penises look? Why is there so much just knowledge about penises today?
I was thinking more of like a, what's that sausage they have over there we eat all the time?
Bratwurst?
Bratwurst.
That is the best of the hot dog bun variety is bratwurst. It's so good.
I like bratwurst. Anyway.
And I'm a big kielbasa fan. Bratwurst got you beat, bro.
Yeah, kielbasa. That was also a Hitler thing.
Yeah, Mason, that's the first one we told.
Yeah.
That's the very first quote.
Take a nap?
You grocery shopping, bro? Tell the truth.
This is the problem.
This is why you're number 3.
Podcast live. All right, anyway. Yeah, so that's pretty much where all of his songs are. So he's pulling out. He points out the
flaws in
the logic
both sides.
It's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like his song "People So Stupid." He has so many. Like, you're so dumb. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Tom, we didn't even purposely segue into this, but I happen to have the lyrics of Clown World right in front of me.
Let's hear it.
Since we're fucking here, Erica did say, "Except the bratwurst that Pat cooks raw." One time you try to kill an entire family of people and nobody ever lets you live.
And continue to keep telling him, "That's fine, bro. That's fine." And then went and fucking cooked his all the way before he ate it.
That was my second one. I ate an entire one raw before I decided to cook one. Nobody got sick, Tom. All right, let's talk about Clown World. Tom McDonald's new hit. Mason says he suffered from hypospacia. It's in his medical history. I have to assume that hypospacia is, in fact, baby dick, micropenis. I don't know.
That's a disease?
It seems relevant to what Mason's been saying.
Shit, maybe I can get disabled because I have the disease.
You can get a handicap parking spot?
Yeah, and live off
I can get closer to the store with this little thing that I'm working with. Okay. Clown World, you ready? You're worried about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Possibly the best opening line to a song I've ever heard in my life. My ex-wife and I literally referred to children the entire time we were married as earth cancer because they're so destructive when they're not raised properly. And we were terrified.
I can't believe you're saying this publicly.
What do you mean?
Earth cancer.
Is it something I said?
This gets wild.
Listen, if you don't raise your children properly, what do they become? Earth cancer. It's like a fucking disease.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just can't believe you said it publicly.
To be fair, she's fucking brilliant. I'm sure that was her creation. She just got accepted to Purdue, by the way. Shout out to the ex-wife. Just got
the chicken farm?
Nope, the college. Good for you. I didn't even think of that joke. Damn it. So upset right now. Yeah, one more chicken head at the chicken farm. Anyways, entire generation offended at everything, getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. All we need is common sense. We need balance. We're all in the same boat. Why are you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink. This is madness. Very true. I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense. Trump can't build a wall. Why does your house have a fence?
That's a grand slam fucking line right there.
I believe in two genders. I'm not mad at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts.
Facts.
It's not that I entirely agree with that point, but it is a fucking valid point that it's very confusing right now. It's a confusing time for gender.
That's what I said a couple episodes ago. Everybody got mad at me. But that's what I'm saying. Like when I go to the checkout line, your name says fucking Victoria, and you have a beard, and you have fucking socks stuffed in your chest bra, then there's problems.
I'm sorry, your chest bra?
You get it, bro.
Opposing to your arm bra or your leg bra?
You get it, bro.
I get it, bro?
Bro.
We don't always agree. No. I don't hate all police. No. I don't think that the system's racist. I just think the system hates people. I think fighting violence with more violence is what they want. Viruses and riots, people dying. We won't stay home. Black lives matter. All lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. This is the chorus. I only put it in once.
Now, before you go any further with this, he's from Canada. Does he live in the States now?
He's American. He's an American citizen, but he was born in Canada.
Okay. So
yes.
He does live in... Okay.
Yeah, I assume he moved to America during his wrestling career for the Indies.
Okay.
Burn the circus down because the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're all proud. Painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie. I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me, my feet don't fit in clown shoes. Yeah, he's saying, like, I can't be a part of this. I can't take, hardline sides. I can't make all these fictional rules and follow them because you look like an idiot, and I refuse to look like an idiot. I'm not going to look like a clown to be a part of your group.
Now, listen, have you ever seen a picture of Tom McDonald?
Mason said, no, we got mad because you said Transformer like it was Optimus Prime.
Same thing. He said the same thing. That they're Transformers.
I don't think that was anywhere in the song lyrics. When I was
if we ever get him on as a guest on the show, I'm going to ask him if he feels that they're like the Transformers and if he can incorporate that into a song.
Very nice. When I was a child, the only races that we hated were the ones that we ran and didn't win. Then we stopped playing with each other, started hating on each other, and started noticing the color of our skin. Christians and atheists, immigrants, patriots. We love the country, but we're not saying it. Wages don't increase to the rate of inflation. Half the country hates all of the nation. It's funny that we think the world uses us. It's funny that we think the world owes us something. All the phones got smart, but the people so dumb. We care about the likes on a selfie more than our mom. And the only time we ever speak the truth's when we're drunk. We won't always agree. No, I don't hate all police. No, your thoughts and opinions ain't facts. and they're not defining my reality. No. I think picking sides divides. It's probably what has got us here. United States is great regardless. That's what we've forgotten here. Black lives matter. All lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. No. There's another chorus. I'll skip it. They tell you, be yourself. Then they judge you on the internet till everybody hates you for it. If Jesus was alive, I swear to God, you all would cancel him. Because lately being negative's the real new normal. Yeah. If you're thick, you're fat, you're rich, you're bad. If you're poor, you're black, you're white, you're whack. They lie, it's facts. My generation needs a bunch of free condoms because common sense isn't that common. That's a solid line.
Yeah.
This is what they wanted. This is how they planned it. This is to control everyone on the planet. Then we put each other in caskets, protest and panic. And they take advantage to manage the damage. We won't always agree. No. Freedom doesn't come free. No. There was people fighting, dying overseas so that you could have freedom and be home. I think the elites are real, but they ain't drinking baby's blood. They're creating chaos so they can have something to save you from. Black lives matter. All lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. I think that's the chorus again. This is probably top 5 Tom McDonald as far as lyricism goes.
Yeah.
It's not as catchy.
No, it's not as catchy, but it's right in line with his last like 3 or 4 songs that have come out, and it's just talking about the fucking culture that we're living in. It's fucking asinine.
It's insane. There are so many good points packed into this song. Like when we take it things that aren't so personal to people, when you take the emotion out of it, with like, if you're thick, then you're fat. Well, that's true. That's how we feel. Thick people are fat.
Yeah.
You don't have to be fat because there's only skinny and fat. There is no thick. There is no like normal sized human beings at this point. If you're rich, then you're bad. Also true. Listen, if you have a really good idea, Jeff Bezos, and you say, I can capitalize on a gap in this thing's availability. If you come to me, I can get you anything in a day or 2. Watch me. And then he builds distribution plants fucking everywhere. And he makes Amazon a real thing. And we go, well, Jeff Bezos is a monster. Why?
What?
Because he had a fucking idea that was better than yours? Because you didn't have an idea at all? So you judge the people that do have ideas?
Because really, I love these people that think that rich people should have to pay. Well, they're not paying their fair share in taxes. Listen, they pay more fucking in taxes than probably the whole city of Torrington does. But that's neither here nor there. They deserve to keep their fucking money. It was their idea.
And be taxed at the same rate as me.
Yes.
Now, if that means they'll pay more because they have more, I'm fine with that.
Yes. But pay the same. Like, I've been saying that for years. Every single person, it shouldn't be the more you make, the more you pay in taxes. Because naturally, if everybody pays the same percentage rate, they'll pay more in taxes.
Well, that's a flat tax. We got rid of that. So the person who really started fucking that up was Reagan, I believe, or Reagan was the last of the good ones. It's right at that time. That's the time period. Rich people have had significant tax cuts since then. And when I say significant, I mean they were at like 71% and they've gone down to God knows where. They created 71% of the tax revenue since then, and it's gone down dramatically. So the argument, because that's not how we do it. The argument is if I get taxed 10%, and that 10% is $1,000, and Bill Gates gets taxed 10%, and that 10% is $1 million. Is it fair? So your argument is yes, correct?
Yeah, that's equal.
I don't disagree. I think we should be taxed flat across the board.
Yeah.
And that means if you don't have a job, you don't pay taxes.
You also don't get a fucking tax refund.
Yeah, you also don't get a tax refund. But there's a lot of people who don't agree with doing it that way. There's a lot of people who
I don't see how you cannot agree with that, right? Like, and listen,
because so what happens? It's a 1% thing, right? So the 1% is responsible for 99% of the tax revenue, and I see that argument. I truly do. I understand.
Yeah, but nobody would be able to complain
Well, the wealthy could.
Well,
Since the wealthy people control it, that's where we're at.
Listen, I just don't see how it, I don't see how it gets any more, because there's also people on the other side of the aisle that are like, well, no, they should pay more than my 10%.
Correct.
Why? Yeah. Why do they? Because they have more? They earned it, you fucking moron.
Not only that, what arbitrary number should they pay?
Yeah.
If it's not an even percentage, should we just say everybody with over $1 billion should pay $100 million?
Yeah.
Because what about somebody who has $10 billion?
Yeah.
There's no fair way to do it other than the fair way to do it. But I'm not sure that there's a second option. If you remember back when at the last job we worked together, Pixar was coming to Connecticut.
Yeah.
The idea was that Hartford, Connecticut would be the new Hollywood. That was an actual thing. Everybody was behind it. And what do you have right by it? Not far anyways. You have Rhode Island. You have Boston's not far. So there's a lot of things you could get done if Hollywood was in Hartford. So now you have one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. You have a lot of revenue coming into Connecticut. Everybody was behind this. That Pixar deal fell through, and I'm not positive on the details, but it was something like Pixar wanted to operate tax-free for 10 years in Hartford. That's all taxes across the board. But they would employ 100,000 people.
Yeah.
So is that, is the juice worth the squeeze on that? And I don't remember why they couldn't meet, but I want to say Connecticut was only offering them 5 years tax-free, whatever it was.
Fucking idiot.
And the deal fell through. So in cases like that, should the wealthy receive a break and keep more of their big money? Sure. Because look at the good that it does for the masses.
They're going to employ 100,000 people.
And after 10 years, they're going to dump all the tax revenue into Connecticut. It's all going to be Pixar revenue.
Yeah.
But we didn't do that. So now Hartford looks like Hartford. I don't know if you've been there recently. It's a real gem.
Nice. Real nice. Pat, do you want to do the vocab game or you want to say that for Wednesday?
I don't know if I'm not prepared for a rendition of the vocab game. I haven't. Don't get me wrong. I have them because I've created so much, but I haven't picked up.
All right. Well, then real quick, we'll end the show with it. So we're going to do vocab game on Wednesday.
Let's do one.
No.
Okay. No one. No, we're
not going to do it. I just want to run over NASCAR, right? And see what, because we didn't do NASCAR on Wednesday. I've been trying to make it a point to throw it in the show. So this today
we were traveling in one direction this whole show, and now we're going to make a left-hand turn right into NASCAR.
So the race in Las Vegas today.
Mason said Hartford is the Lex Luger of cities. That's great.
So you want to do some picks, Pat?
Chase Elliott and Jerry Stackhouse Jr.
Oh, you're going to keep going with the same one?
I'm going all year. This way I don't have to watch any of it.
So I just want to throw this out there. William Byron won last week at Homestead. Tyler Reddick was second. I think that's somebody to watch out. Martin Truex third. Kyle Larson fourth. Kevin Harvick fifth. Michael McDowell sixth. A good fucking follow-up for his win at Daytona. Ryan Newman seventh. Kurt Busch eighth. Alex Bowman ninth. And Kyle Busch running out your top 10. Honorable mentions, Rocky Stackhouse Jr., your boy there, 13th. Chase Elliott, 14th. Chase Elliott led a lot of that race, I think, and then just had some problems later on in the race.
It's all about the points, Tom.
It really is. We won't start doing points until after race 5 or 6 because
how many races are there?
36. And
that's also how many genders there are. Go ahead.
I see. And then they started their playoffs.
Oh my God! What if people start identifying as different races?
So Pat, this is a true story. I thought about doing that.
What would you identify as?
Obviously black.
I would identify as American. And I would vehemently deny my Irish roots and my Italian roots. I am American because I was born in America and I feel like nothing else matters.
Well, I think we all should identify as that. But when you said that's not a race, that's a ethnicity.
Oh, that's true. All right. Well, by that math, I have a tiny penis. I'm Asian. There you go.
All right. So
I would like everybody to call me Patrick Park from now on.
I'm going to run through
super combinations.
I'm going to run through the whole starting grid for the race today, which will be it yesterday, and there will be a winner by the time you guys hear this. Kevin Harvick starting on the pole today. William Byron second. Kyle Larson third. Martin Truex 4th, Michael McDowell 5th, Denny Hamlin 6th, Kurt Busch 7th, Chase Elliott 8th, Alex Bowman 9th, Brad Keselowski 10th, Tyler Reddick 8th, or 11th. Jesus, he's driving an 8 car, though. Austin Dillon 12th, Ryan Newman 13th, 14th, Kyle Busch, 15th, Joey Logano, 16th, Christopher Bell, 17th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 18th, Christopher Boucher, 19th, Ryan Pierce, 20, Cole Custer, 21, Ross Chastain, Daniel Suarez, 22nd, Bubba Wallace, 23rd, Chase Briscoe, 24th, Justin Haley, 25th, Ryan Blaney, 26th, Anthony Alfredo, geez, what a name, 27th, Eric Almirola, 28th, Eric Jones, 29th, Matt DiBenedetto, 30th, 31st, Garrett Smitley, never even heard of that guy, 32th, Cody Ware, 33rd, Corey LaJoy, BJ McLeod, 34th, Josh Bicklick, 35th, Quinn Houff, 36th, Joey Gase, 37th, Timmy Hill, rounding out at number 38. So only 38 starters saying not 40. I like Las Vegas. Usually one of the Busch brothers wins there because they're from there. And they
Tom,
win a lot.
if we could go back to racer number, the racer in 5th.
Michael McDowell?
Yes, I'd like to prove that NASCAR is all a setup. Complete setup.
You're right. It has a lot to do with the setup of the car, yes.
No. This is one big conspiracy, and I'm going to prove how. Okay? What's the racer's name in 5th?
Michael McDowell.
What movie debuted March 5th? Coming to America Part 2. Now, Coming to America Part 2, the family business is McDowell's. Okay? On the 5th, in 5th place. And Coming to America came out 33 years ago. What number is Michael McDowell?
34.
34. One number off. This is an absolute conspiracy.
One number
you heard
off.
it here first. This is the first big lie that we would like to spread on the Number 9 with Tommy podcast to get the masses to believe. Coming to America is actually controlling NASCAR. You heard it here first. I guarantee Michael McDowell wins this race. Guaranteed.
He won Daytona 500.
Guaranteed. He won the Daytona. What a weird coincidence that is.
He was
Maybe that's because they don't
remember?
really drive the cars, Tom.
They definitely really drive the cars.
I don't think they do. This seems like one big setup.
You're a fucking lunatic.
I think it's clear as day.
So what happens at the end of the race when they get out? They park at the start-finish line, they get out, they take off their helmet, and it's the guy in the car, like the driver.
Tom, you're talking
You
about
think it's a doppelganger?
so many camera tricks. You're talking about
What if you're
so
there
many
live in
optical-
person?
Yeah. Have you ever been to a Chris Angel show?
No.
Have you ever heard of Harry Houdini?
You're fucking insane.
Penn and Teller?
Who are
That guy
these?
David? I can't think of his David Blaine?
Who are you talking
These
about?
guys are obviously behind it all.
Who are these people?
NASCAR is one big setup. Oh, here we go. Mason said, used to be all strong and shiny, now it's just decrepit. That was in reference to his Lex Luger comment. Mason said, who won? I just heard this. And you said there would be a winner by the time we hear this.
I was talking more about on the podcast. Like if you're listening to the podcast, not the live stream. Thanks, Mason.
However, Mason, if you'd like not a prediction, but a spoiler, Michael McDowell wins. We all know because Coming to America Part 2 debuted on the 5th, which conveniently is his pole position.
Hey, you want to watch that and review it on Wednesday's show?
Half yes, half no. No, I don't want to watch it. Yes, we can review it.
You don't want to watch it?
The race?
No.
Oh, Coming to America Part 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely going to watch it. The fact that I haven't watched it yet is mind-boggling. I've just been so fucking busy.
You're not going to be able to watch. Well, you could probably watch it Monday or Tuesday night. Come on. Dude.
I hope that came through in the podcast.
It doesn't. Pat, you have anything you want to say to the people at home?
I say, good day.
What are we going to name this show, guys? Throw some ideas in the chat.
Mason said, I'd rather watch the Edge, Over the Edge 1999 over and over. That's where Owen Hart died. Oh, my God. Mason, you're a piece of shit.
Tim McCaffrey was telling me the other day that was the first pay-per-view he had ever bought.
Oh my God! Really?
And you said when the screen went black, he was all fucking pissed off because he didn't. Dude.
Oh, they're ripe. I'm trying to hold off on taking a shit for as long as I can. I don't want to release that demon.
It's fucking gross, dude.
Yeah, it's bad. Luckily, they're all going that way, so I can't smell anything. Mason said I had to wait until after the podcast. I'd rather watch the best of Bret Hart for 24 hours. It was too serious for me to land any hard hitters today. That was not our anticipation, Mason. We always try to go in a comical direction. It did not work out today.
Did I tell you that our number one downloaded episode ever is Fake Woke?
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
The name?
Could be.
Yeah. Let's see what it said.
Mason said I should have gone grocery shopping.
I lied. It's in second place to Discussing Booger Snots, but it's only behind by 5. No, listen, that also doesn't the Ninth
Reich.
Reich?
Because the Third Reich was Hitler's army. Oh my God, the Ninth Reich.
I was thinking about naming it Mein Kampf, but
how about Mine Uncomfortable?
I like the Ninth Reich.
It seems very Nazi. Very Nazi. The shaved head doesn't help us.
Micropene. We could do that with really small, avatars.
That'd be funny. What about trying to sneak the word woke back
for a show you guys should watch?
Man in the High Castle. Let's assume that's about Hitler. How about woke media?
Okay.
And try to capitalize on if that's whether or not that's a thing.
Erica just sent me an article about Hitler's penis.
I hope it's a pictorial.
What did you say, Pat? What do you want to name it? Woke media?
Woke media.
It's an episode name, not a propaganda Chappelle.
Spiel.
Spiel.
I'm just going off of the fact that Tom said fake woke got so many views.
Yeah.
About Biden, Trump, Hitler.
I like the woke media.
All right, let's go with it. We should. That's actually genius. We should have a game. Maybe that's what we'll do on the street, where we take quotes from all different world leaders and read them to people and see if they can tell us who said them, or see if they agree with them.
You gotta write the.
I'm working on it. I just unopened it, or just Open it back up.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Wednesday. Mason, shoot me a text when you want to get on. I need like a half hour or so to get this all set up.
Did you see your girl's post today, by the way?
What
You did, didn't you, motorbike son of a bitch?
Anyway, that's it for us, guys.
I say good day. Good day. Good day. Good day.
All right, Mason. Like a half hour.
Good day.